What's up, everybody? This is Mike of Munch Development, and today we're coming back to you with another JSInTen series video. So today we're going to build a Chrome extension. All right. So we built a Discord bot and we did a little Node.js server. Now we're going to build a Chrome extension, and we're going to build on something that we already built. So we're going to build a browser extension that helps us to do something very lazy. Okay, so let's get right to it. All right, so our basic setup, I'm already here in Visual Studio Chrome. Let's see what directory I'm in. I don't know. All right, desktop, we're going to go to desktop and we're going to create a directory. I'm going to pull this in here because I don't feel like typing all of that. All right, we're going to make a directory called Luther, MDKIR. So we're going to have to change that, right? Make directory. There we go. And then we're going to cd into that directory. All right. From there, we're going to open up Visual Studio Code. Remember, if you don't have code dot in your command line, you can always just go to the taskbar and open up Visual Studio Code. I'm going to open it here, and then I can kind of get rid of the other one, or I can just ignore the other one because it doesn't exist. All right. So what we're going to do here, let me open up the sidebar. All right. And get to, yeah, nothing's in there. It's basically saying the same thing. All right. Hold on one second. There we go. That's what I wanted. All right. So we're going to open up our terminal here, and I'm going to touch one-outline. I don't know if we're going to have more than one part, but I'm going to just keep this. So then I'll open this outline file. I'm going to bring the content of my outline here, and then I'm going to save it and preview it, so we can see what's going on there. To make sure I change this, right here, MDKIR to MKDIR. All right, so where are we in our outline? All right, so we've got everything. We're on this part. Okay, so let's talk about what we need to start our own Chrome or browser extension. All right, we need a manifest.json file, which basically describes what to the browser what our extension is going to look like, what files it's going to need, what access it's going to need, all of these things. So ours is going to be really, really basic. So we're going to touch manifest.json. I'm going to open the manifest file. I knew I was going to do that. Let me get back over here, and I'm going to open it over here. There we go. All right. So in that manifest.json file, we are going to add this, and I'll explain to you what this does. Okay. So manifest version, it has multiple extensions, have multiple versions. Version 2 is the one we're going to be going with because that's the one that works in the browser that we have. Okay. So that's nothing about our versioning. This is just what version it works, what version of the manifest file the browser expects. Okay. So version 2. All right. Giving it a name, the Luther Insult Bot extension. All right, so you can kind of guess what we're going to be doing. Yeah. All right, so our version will be 0.1, and then we need to tell the browser what content to be looking for in our directory, in our extension. So the content scripts property, it's an array of objects, and we tell it what we want to, what files or what websites we want our extension to run on. I'm only going to run it on one, but if you wanted to run it on all websites, you could just, there's a specific, I think it's all URLs or something like that, where you can run your extension on any URL. And then I tell it what type of file I want. So for the JavaScript files, I just want a content.js file. Okay, so it's going to run on one specific page, and it has one file. So let's keep going. All right. So now the next thing we're going to do is create a basic content script. All right. So here we go. Let's do that. Touch content.js. And remember, touch just means either change the modified date of a file that exists or create a new file. All right. And we're going to add this simple code. Okay. Let's open it up. Sorry. We got to open the file first. Content.js. And we're just going to log something to the console, ready to get Luther's insults. All right. So now let's load the extension. All right, so that's the next step. Let's load the extension. So we're going to go to, I want to open up Chrome over here. I'm going to bring this in so you all can see and get all in my business to know what extensions I have installed. All right, so we have, all right, so one of the things that you probably may not see when you get here is these buttons. If you don't, just go into developer mode. Okay, so you would click the load unpacked, and maybe I should bump that up. There you go. I'll bump it up some. All right, load unpacked extension. And then we're going to navigate to the desktop. We're going to say, give me this extension. It's going to go into the directory, and you just click select. Okay. All right. So we didn't get any errors. That means that our extension loaded properly. Okay. So what we need to do next, let's go back to our outline. So we've done this, right? Chrome extension, turn on developer mode, load unpacked extension, navigate, click select, and now we're going to go to the Ergo Fabulous website. Okay, so this is the only website where our Chrome extension should run. So we're going to open up the terminal. I'll just right click and click inspect, and then console, and you should see in the console ready to get Luther's insults, and it's coming from our content.js. Okay, and you'll see right there that's exactly what we created, and it's sitting there in our browser, right? So now we're able to run a Chrome extension in our browser. Now this is just local, so it won't run for anyone else. So let's get back to Visual Studio Code. All right, the next thing we need to do is get the insults. So we've got to figure out on this page, Luther has all of these insults. And you remember from my last video, I copied and pasted 20 of them. There are over 200 of them. And I wasn't going to copy and paste all of those. So I figured, what's the developer way? Just got to get lazy. All right. Got to write code so you don't have to do work. All right. All right. So let's add the following content to our content.js file. And I'll explain this as we go. All right. So I'm going to be taking advantage of the modern nature of the browser. Some of these things may not work in older browsers, but again, this is just local, on my machine. So I know what browser I have installed. I would take into consideration other things if I were publishing this. Okay, so we've got the console log there. We can get rid of that now. All right, so I created an immediately invoked functional expression. Basically, it's just an expression that'll run once it's created, and then I call it right here to say I want you to run right after creating it. Okay. It's just a pattern that I like to use. What we're going to do here is we're going to set up an array of insults. And then what we're going to say is, okay, look, give me everything. And the reason why I know how to do this is because I did the view source, and I'll show you exactly why it works. So let me get all of the sources. So that means create an array from all of the elements with the class name large. All right. So why does that work? So let's go in here and look at the page source, and let's see. All right. So for every one of these, let me bump that up a little bit too. All right. So you see it says, okay, class large, the small catechism, right? Class large, the large catechism. So all of these have a class of large, right? So that's how I knew, okay, well, all of the elements that I'm looking for at least start here. Okay. And I probably could have done something else, but I wanted to put in, I did this for a specific reason, because I wanted to at least, eventually I think I'm going to put in the, source information. So I wanted to look that up first. All right. So this is the source information. Now for each source, I want to get the next, this line says, give me the next node. All right. So let's look at that after each source. All right. After this, the next node after this is the table. Okay. So I want to get every table that's underneath that, the next table after each one of these nodes. Right. So that's saying next node name. All right. So this is what I want to see. The next node name, is it a table? Because there's one in here that's an HR, right? But I don't want that one. I want I want all tables. So if I get the next node name is a table, right? That's this, okay? Then I say, okay, well, look, if that's cool, then give me the next sibling, which will be the head, right? Okay, this is the source table. Sorry. Give me this, I have its name now. Now give me the actual element. All right, which is what I'm doing here. Sorry about that. All right, so I'm getting the actual table. Okay, and then I say, okay, well, next, give me the bodies, or give me each body, or give me the first body. All right, because there's only one, but I'm just getting all the elements by tag name, right? So the table body is going to be the first one, right? I don't want to deal with the head just yet. I'm just dealing with the body, because the body has the page number, and then what I'm looking for is the insult. Okay, and so I say, okay, well, give me all of the rows. Then for every row, I'm going to go ahead on, and I'm going to say for each of the rows, so I'm creating an array from all of the rows. That's the TR right there, right? All of the rows in the body, no matter how many there are, and for many there will be multiple, right? So the TR, and it ends right here. Okay, I'm just trying to get to this one right there, right? And this is how you go. This is how I'm going about doing it. Okay, so give me the rows, and for each row, just push onto the insults array up here the child node, the fourth child node, right? Okay, so why is it the fourth one, right? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 0, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 0 for yeah, 0, 1, 2, 3. Those are the child nodes inside of the T body. Oh, sorry, inside of the table row. Okay. I know I'm explaining a lot of stuff, but I just had to figure out how to get this stuff. So that's basically, I want to get the text inside of that and then trim it off. Okay. So I want the inner text of that node and then just trim it so that it doesn't give me all of the spaces and stuff like that. So that's basically, I'm just getting the text inside of this TD, right? And putting it into the insults array. And then I go into the, I check to see if the navigator, the clipboard is available. If it's not, you'd see, you know, I could put in console.error, okay, that, you know, that this would be not available. Like I can't copy the insults, so just gotta go and copy and paste them the manual way. Otherwise, try to, and this is one of the reasons why I use that ify, is so that, you know, this is an asynchronous function and I need to await its results. So the navigator, I say, go to the clipboard and write to the clipboard the insults. So I'd say I want the JSON version of the insults. Okay. And then I just tell them, hey, we copy the insults. Otherwise, we tell them we failed to copy, and that's it. Okay. So let me try this. All right. So I need to go back, reload the extension with the changes. Okay. It's been reloaded. I'm going to reload the page over here and see what happens. And it says it copied the insults. Now, what am I doing with these insults? Okay. Well, let's go back to our previous, right, project. Remember the Luther insult bot? I had 20 of these. Now I can just copy and paste, and I have all 282 of them. All right. So now my insult bot is a little bit more robust in his insults. All right. So if I were to click this guy and start running, let's just do it. Well, you know, it's probably going to break because I don't have my token. Oh, no, it didn't. All right, cool. Discord. Let's open up Discord and see what's going on. All right. I'm going to do this real quick. Let me see. Cause I don't want everybody to see all of my business. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to say, wait, let's see. Cause I want to make sure that I'm not sharing information from friends of mine that may not want to be seen. All right, so I'm going to do this. I'm just going to type a whole bunch of stuff. Let's see what you're going to see. It's going to be really weird. I'm spamming my channel. It's my channel. I should be able to spam it. All right, let's see. Hold on one second. Okay, hold on. Let me do this. All right, so let's go back over here and see what happens. LutherBot is online. All right, and let's see. All right, if I get more Luther. Oh, wait, did I do that? Luther. There he is. All right. For you know that everybody realized how you treat your worthy spouse. Ooh, not only like an utterly mad brute and a drunkard, but also like a senseless raving tyrant who daily and hourly gorges and fills himself up, not with wine, but with the devil, like Judas at the Last Supper. Out of your whole body and all you do and are, you simply spew out the devil. With blaspheming, cursing, lying, committing adultery, raving, flaying, murdering, setting fires, etc., so that one cannot find your like in history. Luther is ruthless. All right. So that's pretty much it. I got all the insults in there now. And it's time again for us to close out. All right. So let's do that really quickly. All right. So we're going to get, right. We're going to go to get and put it in here. All right. So first we got to get init. Well, let's do this. Yeah. Echo. All right, get init, get add dot, get remote add, and I'm just going to copy this for time's sake. All right, let's do it because I'm not going to copy that entire, I'll type out that entire link and then I'll push. All right, get push -u origin master. Let's see. Oh, would I do that? Wait, let's see. Let's look and see what happens. Stage changes. Oh, I forgot to do this part. And now, there we go. Now I can do that. All right, there we go. So it's going up there now. The link will be in the description, right? Remember, you can find the link to the code on GitHub below in the description, all right? So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share so we can keep bringing you free content. Whatever pops into my brain, I just try to, start doing it. I have another video that should be coming out soon. But let me know what you'd like to see next in the comments. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Again, follow me on all social media platforms, right? Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Parler. Remember, Patreon, right? I've started a Patreon so that if you want to you know, buy me a cup of coffee a month or something like that, you're more than willing. I will accept the gift, right? I'll accept it. Okay. Until the next time though, I'll see you in the next video, and happy coding.